Do you want two guys that can win you a league in 2019? George Kittle and David Montgomery. Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Guys, the window is closing to acquire these two players at their value that's going to win you leagues. Like flat out, you draft these guys at their ADP. Kittle 3.11, David Montgomery 4.05. You win your league if these guys land at those values. And if they don't, you probably earn your value back regardless. To me, George Kittle easily has 3.01 value, meaning if he climbs all the way to 3.01, I'll still gladly pay that price if push comes to shove. Kittle is one of the best third-round players to grab in 2019. I think Kittle hangs with Travis Kelce all year, and in Dynasty, Kittle's by far my #1 tight end in fantasy football. Kittle only had 5 touchdowns last year. Getting Jimmy Garoppolo back is going to probably double that number. Even with a QB carousel of garbage in 2018, Kittle pulled in 88 balls for 1377, and he had 4 100-yard games, with a 210 7 reception, 1 TD game in week 14 against the Broncos. I see no reason. I don't care about there's too many mouths to feed or Garoppolo is going to not be able to spread the ball around. I don't care about those arguments. I see no reason why Kittle can't get 1,300 yards again, 90 receptions, and double his TD production to 10. And the part that I think will have a lot of people calling me a little bit crazy is that I think that's his floor. He has Travis Kelce upside. He's only 25 years old, and he finally gets his quarterback back under center. And I know he struggled in a couple of games with Garoppolo. Use that data however you want. I'm going after Kittle in every existing league I have if I can get him at 3.05, 3.08, 3.09 value. Let people take Travis Kelce in the first and second round. Your team isn't very balanced when you draft Kelce in the first or second round. Kittle can give you the same kind of domination at the position, and he costs you at least a round less ADP wise. And in auction, he seems a little bit cheaper than his ADP equivalent in terms of like a snake draft. Kittle is easily one of my absolute favorite players to draft in the third round in 2019. And I absolutely love the hate that comes with it. It fuels me, and I can't wait for Kittle to prove me right on the field in 2019. Next up, David Montgomery. David Montgomery, don't tell anybody, but I would pay top 25 to 30 overall value for David Montgomery. He's a top 10 to 12 running back for me as a rookie. He's in my top 6 to 10 for Dynasty, and he's going at 4.05. If you play best ball, as soon as David Montgomery hits the field, his value is going to go up sky high. As soon as he gets to show people how special he is, making people miss, breaking tackles, once people get a flash and taste of brilliance from this guy, up goes his ADP. Enjoy both of these guys at their low ADP while it lasts. Kittle at 3.11 and Montgomery at 4.05. Win a league material, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm doing it again. I'm live streaming for 24 hours straight on YouTube, youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show. And probably the most exciting thing, I will be doing a 48 team follower league. And get this, here's the twist. 48 teams, 4 copies of every player in the draft pool. Think about that for a second. The bookend picks are 48 and 49. The same players at 12 and 13 in a typical league will be right there at 48 and 49. It's going to be crazy. Don't miss your chance of getting in this real league with me and all the 46 other people. How do you get in? Stay tuned. But you have to be there for this live event, 24 hours straight live stream that I'm doing on youtube.com. youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Friday, August 23rd. I'll be in the studio a ton, but I'm also this time, unlike in February, hitting the streets. I'll be riding an electric scooter while I answer fantasy questions. We'll go shopping. I'll eat wings at my favorite wing spot. We're going to hit the streets. We're going to be in the studio. We're going to mock draft, do giveaways. 24 straight hours you're hanging with me on YouTube. We did it back in February. We're going to do it even bigger and better August 23rd. Real quickly, I want to show you guys the videos that I created for my February 24-hour live stream. They're kind of fun to reflect on. The show just got going. It wasn't big at all. Get ready again. Friday, August 23rd. We're doing it again. We're doing it right. As you know, I'm doing a live 24+ hour YouTube live stream until I get 1,000 subscribers or I pass out. I'm gonna ring a bell every time I get a subscriber. This is what happened when I showed the bell to my girlfriend. She was not happy. Time to get a subscriber. That is a little loud. Okay, ring it. That's still really loud. Can you come here and tell me if it's too loud?
I can't even take you seriously.
They really should call this the divorce maker. One of my favorite draft approaches in 2019 is the two-headed monster. Really works best if you're out of the hat given a top 4 pick overall. Then you can go and acquire an additional top 4, top 5 overall pick using your second and your third, maybe if you're lucky, your second and your fourth. Walking out of a draft with 2 players of Barkley, Elliott, Kamara, and Christian McCaffrey is just so secure. If you were to trade your second and let's say your fourth to acquire yet another one of those top 4 running backs, you have yourself a two-headed monster. Now, you could take it a step further and trade your third and your fifth and acquire, let's say, another second rounder to continue to kick the can down the road, as I've explained in my draft pick trading technique. Your team all of a sudden becomes really scary and a lot of people are going to hate, and that's the fun part. But that comes with aggressive draft pick trading. Know that if you're going to partake in what I consider to be one of the funnest parts about fantasy football. Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.